What is up, lunatics? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we got a quick little morning session that we are going to be featuring a brand new bait from 6 Sense. It's the 6 Sense Boosa Shakey worm. I did not fish it on a shaky head in this video. However, we did catch a handful of fish, so we're introducing it to everybody on the channel in today's video. I think today's video is going to be a good one. I think you guys are going to learn a lot of information about fishing a wacky rig, fishing a Nico rig, and this brand new bait from 6 Sense. So guys, hope you enjoy. Stay tuned all the way to the end because I go through the product list. I go through everything that I was using in today's video to catch these fish out here. I just started fishing. I ran through this area behind me right at the dock because I wanted to fish some of the riprap and some of the brush with the crankbait and the frog, and no bites, no nothing. Saw a couple followers on the crankbait, but they just wouldn't commit. Rigged up a couple other things, and now we're gonna head out into the lake and start fishing a little bit more. But I want to talk to you guys about these Waterland morning run glasses that I have on right now. Nice full big frame, full sides on them. These are designed for those morning runs when it's too dark for a pair of sunglasses, but you need something over your eyes for that wind. Maybe there's a little bit of rain. It's just something to cover up your eyes so that way you can make those long, quick, fast morning runs. So head over to the Waterland Fishing Optics website. It's waterlandco.com. Check out these brand new morning run sunglasses. If you get to the lake at the crack of dawn and you got to make that long run, you need something to cover your eyes. So check out these morning run sunglasses from Waterland. And then also guys, if you go over there and check them out, buy anything, make sure you use discount code LUNA15. It'll save you 15% off. There we go. There we go. This fish smoked it. Holy cow. Get out all the brush, man. There we go. First one on the square bill. Was going by these trees and this guy just wrecked it. 6 Sense square bill. Caught one. It's always fun to be able to catch them on reaction baits, guys. Early morning, little one, but you know what? It's still fun. 6 Sense Crush 50X square bill, little bass. Not gonna lie, guys. That was pretty cool. That thing came up and absolutely crushed that crankbait. I don't know if it just came up from dirty water. It was just hauling butt up to the top to get that thing, but it came up next to this tree and that thing just crushed it, like ripped the rod out of your hand, kind of crushed it. It was pretty cool. I could get a few more of those and be pretty darn happy. There we go. Holy mackerel. That was interesting. That was interesting. Another one on the square bill. Little guy. Decided to start burning it with some pauses, and that guy ate it right away. So maybe I just need to do a little stop and go action. So on the last fish, it's kind of interesting because I changed up my retrieve. I kind of cast it out into no man's land and decided to kind of burn it back, and that fish came up and ate it. So I think I'm just going to start trying to burn it a little bit with some pauses in the middle and see if that triggers some bites, because I've had some short bites on the spinnerbait, had some short bites on this thing too, but they're just not committing. So I'm wondering if they're just getting too good of a look at it. So I just need to kind of force them to eat it, force them to commit by burning it like that, and maybe I can get another bite or two. Could have been just a rogue one, but you never know. You just gotta play around with it and see if we can't get a couple more to bite it. Well, so far it's been a little bit of a tough morning. Only got a couple fish so far. Got some short bites, but I'm gonna have to switch it up. Probably start finessing them a little bit. Drop shot, wacky worm, maybe Carolina rig out deep. But I think it's time to slow down and try to pick one off here and there. There we go. Got one on the brand new Boosa worm. Wacky rigging it up in these trees. The old Boosa worm. First one on it. Wacky rig, nail weight. Right up in that slop. Stay on, fish. There we go. Boom. Not a giant, but we'll take it. I lost my worm, but I'll show you guys the worm in a second that I'm talking about. If you haven't seen already, 6th Sense came out with a brand new worm. It's called the Boosa Shakey head worm, something like that. I'll look at the package and get you the exact name, but basically it's a spin-off of their newer worm that's like 9.5 inches. But now they have it in like a shaky head version, like a 6.3. Okay, so it is called the Boosa Shakey worm 6.5. So it's 6.5 inches, and it's got a lot of these ridges on it. Hopefully it's coming through on camera, but it's got these ridges on there. Nice bulbous top part, and then it gets real thin towards the bottom. And this thing floats really, really well. 6th Sense put out a video about this worm, and this thing just floats perfectly when it's in the water. It just stands up. Awesome. Great little worm to put on a shaky head, great worm to wacky rig, drop shot it. You could do a lot of different things with this worm, but we just got one. Boosa Shakey worm. If you're gonna go over to 6th Sense and get some of these worms, make sure to use discount code LUNA10. So this Boosa Shakey worm is pretty cool. That's the first fish that I've caught on it so far. I haven't got to throw it a ton, and I'm still trying to figure out what I think my favorite way to fish it's gonna be. But so far, the wacky rig produced. I've thrown it on like a Jika rig, and I think that's about it. Just wacky, and then on that Jika. And I've caught a fish on the wacky, as you guys saw. I think this is gonna do some damage. I think this bait's gonna catch some fish. I think it's one that you're gonna wanna add to your arsenal, and check it out for yourself and kind of figure out how best it's going to work for you, what kind of rigging technique. But there's a lot of different options with this shaky worm. There we go. Never even felt the bite on that one. Wow. That was crazy. Casted that thing up onto the point, never saw anything, never felt anything, pulled up, fish was there. Wow. Hopefully he stays on. Sometimes when you wacky rig, you lose fish occasionally because the hook doesn't get in there right, kind of skin hooks them. But hopefully we get this guy in. Another one on that Busa worm that I just showed you guys. So that bait obviously is working today on the Nico wacky rig deal. A little bit better of a fish. See, there we go. Got our Busa worm right there. Got our fish. And not a bad one. Get that hook out. Well guys, we got that hook out. Put this guy back in the water. See you later. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys my setup on this Boosa Shakey worm. What you gotta pay attention to is it starts to get real thin through the tail of this worm. So what I'm doing is I'm hooking it about 1.5 inches, 2 inches down from the head of the bait. And I'm just hooking it right through the middle of the worm. Now this worm doesn't really suit itself to some of the O-rings and stuff like that because it gets thin in that body. But if you just hook it like that, you're gonna get a lot of good action out of it, and you're gonna get a lot of movement out of this tail. It's gonna float up off the bottom. It's just gonna be a great setup for you guys. Well guys, it's time to move to a new spot. It's getting close to being time where I gotta go. I'm only gonna be able to fish this morning today. Not gonna be able to put a full day in. We got some plans this afternoon, But I caught one on a Carolina rig, and my GoPros were going kind of crazy because it was hot and the GoPros turned off, so I didn't get that footage on there. But it was on a brand new bait that I can't show you guys right now. About a week from now I'll be able to show it. It's a brand new soft plastic bait from Do It Molds. Really excited about this one. I think I'm going to be using it a lot. I'm looking forward to being able to fish with it more. This is literally the first day that I've had it out, and threw it on a Carolina rig and caught a fish on it. It was a little one, but it was still a fish, so I'm excited about that. But stay tuned for more content coming your way from all the iCast release from Do It Molds. There we go, another one. Boosa Shakey worm, little guy. It's a real little one. But hey, the bait gets bit. That's what matters. It'll catch better ones than this, that's for sure. One of the things to keep in mind when you're trying out new baits for the first time isn't so much the size that you're getting bit with it. I mean, that's important obviously, but you also just want to gain confidence in that specific bait. And a day like today where you're getting consistent bites on a brand new bait that you haven't been fishing very much is a good sign, because eventually when those bigger fish are wanting to bite, you're going to catch them. There we go. Got another one on the Boosa Shakey worm. This guy was out deep. He's coming up. Oh, it's a decent one too. This guy was on this point, way out deep. He's fighting pretty good. Oh, don't get in the tree. Come on out, come out, come out, come out. He's got me in a tree. Well guys, that definitely sucks. That was the best fish of the day by far. Got me into the tree. I was trying to kind of pull him out of the tree a little bit. I got 8-pound test, so I thought I could give it a little bit more, but with the tree and the light line, just broke me off. But I switched it up. I put a little bit heavier of a nail weight in there, so I guess technically it was a Nico rig, but 1/32 or no, 3/32 is what I had on there, and it definitely got down deeper. And I think that bigger fish is down a little bit deeper than some of these smaller ones that I've been catching. So we'll rig this back up and try to get another fish going. All right, so I want to talk about some of the baits that I caught some fish on in today's video. This is the Crush 50X Square Bill from 6 Cents. I don't remember the name exactly. I will look it up and put it down in the description. I think it's Chrome True Shad, but I'm not 100% sure. This is a great little bait. I had that paired up on the 7.2 medium heavy Mod Fast action rod, 10 to 17 pound test, 1/4 to 3/4 ounce rating on this guy, with the Tatula SVTW 6.3 to 1 gear ratio, and I believe this is 12-pound test fluorocarbon. And that's my go-to Crush 50X square bill rod. It casts it really good, has a nice soft tip, so you can really feel that bait moving around down there. And then all the Nico rig, wacky rig stuff was on the 6 Cents Custom USA rod. Tatula LT in the 3000 size, 10-pound test Seagar Smackdown with 8-pound test Sunline FC Sniper for the leader. And then I had, I can't remember the name of this hook, but it's a weedless hook. I'll link that down in the description as well. I had to go with this hook because there's a lot of brush. I had to have a weedless hook, so I like this one if I need a weedless situation. And then I had the Boosa Shakey worm from 6 Cents, and the color was Watermelon Candy Magic. This little bait right here is gonna be a staple in my boat, I think. I think I'm gonna catch a lot of fish on this worm. I think it's gonna do really well this summer. I definitely think you guys should go pick some of these up. I will link that down there as well. And then guys, if I have any discount codes or affiliate links available to you guys, I will put them down in the description. There will be a product list and links down there. Discount code to 6 Cents is Luna10. And then I'm not sure if I have an Omnia one for you guys right now, but if I do, I will put it down in the description of today's video, guys. And guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.